It's been the centre of Chinese life in London since the 1950s, but Chinatown is changing. Shaftesbury Estate, which owns 4/5 of Chinatown in London, says the area needs to modernise by bringing in new restaurants from across East Asia and attract a new generation. But there are fears from the long-established Chinese community that the area will lose its identity. Robert Sutton-Mattocks reports.
Things are done the old way here at the Golden Dragon. Pork dumplings carefully crafted by hand, 400 a day. But London's world-famous Chinatown is changing.
Chinatown's changed a lot. It used to be very family-oriented. You get a variety of different shops. But now, over the time, those smaller stores close down, make way for bigger restaurants, bigger stores.
The organisation that looks after businesses here say that 6 restaurants have closed on this street in the last year alone, largely because of rising costs. Some worry Chinatown might lose its Chinese identity because of other changes being made in the area. While major landowner Shaftesbury say they want it to diversify. One of the ways is to bring in restaurants from across East Asia.
As you enter Chinatown through the gate behind me, you can see that there are already a number of different cuisines, from this Japanese-style burger bar to a pizza restaurant and also a Vietnamese restaurant. But what the Chinese say is they want to really make sure that Chinese food is at the centre of Chinatown.
I don't mind they open Pan-Asian restaurant in Chinatown, but within the number, because we need to keep the authenticity in Chinatown. Because Chinatown is Chinese restaurant, right? It's not Pan-Asian.
For me, I prefer it's just Chinese food because you can have a Korean town or Japanese town. You can have different area, have different food.
More international, so like different Asian food, Thai food.
I've not been to China myself, but when I do come here, I feel as if it's I can get a little taste of China.
The landowners say Chinatown needs to keep up with London's fast-moving food scene.
Well, I think it's a fact of life these days that staying too rooted in the past is not a recipe for success in the future. And whilst a lot of these restaurants, there's a place for the traditional ones alongside the more modern ones. It's attracting that broadest range of people. You know, the younger generation today is probably less interested in what was cool 30 years ago. They want to see what's cool today. And that's what will bring them here, and they'll be tomorrow's customers.
The restaurants that have been here for decades say that they hope that taste for traditional Chinese food will live on. Robert Sutton-Mattocks, BBC News.